here with a Raw Lifestyle. Today is Memorial Day. It is May 26, 2014. And I got some sleep after working last night. I was so busy. I mean, every time I work at my facility job, it's just me and one other girl. We're supposed to have 2 people, but it never works out that way, so we're always short. Nonetheless, the night went by really fast. However, it's a lot of work, and so it's very tiring. But I'm making this video because many of you know that I recently went on a juice fast and I had a few smoothies in there. I intended on it to be, well, I really didn't know how long. I wanted to go at least 21 days. And I was cleaning my environment, you know, I was cleaning inside, so I definitely wanted to clean a lot outside. And I found some broth in my freezer, some homemade broth I made a while back. And I should have just kept it in there, you know, made some soup or some rice or something for the kiddos. But no, I had been really cold on the juices, so it sounded good. So I decided to warm it up and have some. And not a good thing. I had been 10 full days. I was on day 11 of 100% liquid fast. I had called it day 9 of a juice fast, but I had 2 days in there before I started the juice fast that I had just smoothies. They were more high calorie days, but nonetheless liquids. So I did 10 full days nonetheless, and then broke it, and it wasn't all downhill from there, but I did break it with cooked food, and it was horrible. My digestive system was very angry with me. I just today have started to feel a little bit better. So definitely ready to go back on another fast. The issue that I'm having is I'm so busy, and I feel like fasting really for me is to really cleanse eternally. Mentally, emotionally, you know, spiritually, and physically. And one thing I'll say about the fast is I felt amazing every single day. There was not a day that was really emotionally trying, and I was waiting for that because that is what I have, you know, suppressed more is my emotions for many, many years, decades, really. But I was doing really good as far as that goes, even with all the stress in my environment, and I'll get to that in a future video. However, I still really feel called to fast. I did have a humongous salad last night for dinner, and it was great. I just didn't really enjoy all the chewing, and I just really feel like it's time to just do liquids only. So I'm really torn about which direction to go at this point. I don't know if I should do like a only juices until dinner and then decide if I'm gonna have a salad, or just do like mostly juices. I can still detox this way, and then just have a meal of eating when I feel like it. However, I just feel like it really should be either or. It should be all juices or all raw. So I'm really not sure. I feel like I should water fast for a couple days until I get some more serious insight. The thing I will say is towards the end of those 10 days is my senses were magnified times 1,000. It was insane how I've always been a pretty strong person intuitively, but I was really starting to tap in. And when I had done my 31-day juice fast way back May of 2011, I really became in tune, and it was just a small little taste. And so I definitely want to revisit that. It is a foreign feeling because you really do feel your spiritual self, not just this physical self. So it is amazing to be able to experience that in life. And I want to get back there again. I really do want to go on another fast. I believe 100% in fasting. I know how it makes me feel. I know how it helps me all the way around, you know, as a whole. Me working 3rd shift and me not really getting as many juices in as I probably should have. I didn't really go hungry. I made adequate juices when I had the time. I went 3 days without sleeping. That's not good for anybody, especially not fasting. I need the sleep. So I'm just wondering if that's the direction I should go. I really feel pulled to do that. But then again, do I wait for a different type of environment? Do I place myself in a different environment for that? and have that in due time. Or maybe I'll just do a couple of short fasts, or I'm not really sure. The good news is I didn't really gain any weight back. So I think I'm up 2 pounds, but I think that's just because it's 2:43 in the afternoon and I weighed myself. Versus the mornings is when I was weighing before. So that is good. That is good. It's not about the weight loss, because that's going to happen no matter what, as long as I stay true to myself and eat only healthy foods. And I'm on track for that. The great thing is the fast provided a ton to me. It's not like, you know, it's all over because I had broth and I broke it quicker than I had planned. I was starting to get up there again and drinking energy drinks and even soda just to stay awake at work. You know, going a couple days without sleep and having little ones, it was just almost impossible to get sleep. Now that summer's coming, it'll be a lot easier because my older one can help a little bit during the day, so I'll be able to get more sleep. So I definitely think that whatever direction I turn for nutrition wise and food intake wise will all be in perfect timing. But yeah, so I guess I'll have to wait and see, but I just wanted to really reflect on the 10-day fast. Oh, back to the energy drinks. Yeah, so I was starting to drink those Monsters again, and oh my gosh, with horrible, horrible, horrible effects to my body. And then even, oh, I didn't want the soda. I didn't want it, but I drank it to stay awake. I was like, oh, I need the sugar, I need the this, the caffeine. And the one thing that the fast did do is make any desire for any type of beverage in that stance appetizing. I don't know, I don't know the word I'm looking for. You know, I did sleep, but I didn't sleep a whole lot after being up for 30 hours before I was able to sleep. But non-desirable, you know, I don't want that. I don't want any animal products. I don't want any of that. So, you know, it did do some of what I intended it to do. So that is great news. I'm not sure what direction I'll go at this point. I don't really want like a raw tail dinner type of thing. I'm really not feeling the cooked foods at all. I did have them that day, I think, because the broth just felt good and warm, and that just made me just, oh, it opened up a whole host of cravings. It was really not a good thing. But I mean, it could have been worse than rice and noodles and vegetables, cooked vegetables. One thing I will say is, back to the emotional part of it, is emotionally, that was my worst day. I mean, talk about being aware at how food makes you feel. Oh, I really was on edge after that. Emotionally, I was a wreck. I wasn't regretful. I wasn't sad. I wasn't any of that. I was just like stressed. Every little thing stressed me. You know, a lady crashed into my van a week, 2 weeks before the juice fast. My poor little baby was on the side where she smashed us, glass from the window all over my baby. And I didn't flip out. I didn't wig out. I was at peace. I was calm. I mean, it's not like I can change anything by flipping out. So I just remained calm and went through the motions and dealt with that situation. But then the other day, the day that I broke the fast, my son was getting his brother's bike into my small car so his father could get the tube fixed because it blew a tube. And I was raged, like out, like, I don't know, enraged. He lifted the bike and busted out the brake light cover thing, and I was like, oh, I was like, that world was ending. It was like, really? That's not even me to flip out like that. That is maybe the old me 10 years ago. That's really ridiculous. So definitely it was my hardest day emotionally, and I don't know what the deal was. You know, I don't know if it was the cooked food just bringing forth a lot of emotions, or maybe that was going to happen anyways on that day. It just happened that I had the broth and broke the fast. Okay, so I'm rambling now. Before I start to make no sense, I just really wanted to reflect on the fast. I think I did so. I definitely wanted to touch on the emotional aspect of the last day when I broke it, and the fact that I really feel called to do it again. I just am not sure if my current environment and lifestyle is conducive to that, is supportive of that. It's not. it's not ideal, but it's not impossible. I did a 31-day juice fast while I was in nursing school. That was not ideal. That was 3 hours of sleep every day. That was running. That was waking up at 4 in the morning, running to clinicals and not getting home until 8 at night, and then doing a whole preps work, you know, of like 5 hours of prep to go ahead and do it all over the next day on 3 hours sleep. So that was not conducive either, and I did it then and I can do it again. It is definitely mind over matter. And like I said, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see, but I hope that you guys got something out of this video. I sure did. I definitely, for me, it's nice to reflect back and look at my videos, and they teach me a lot, especially my May 2011 31-day juice fast. I've been watching those videos, and it's so awesome that I made them, because here I am, my past self is speaking to my future self in video form, and I can really feel my emotions and relate to myself. So that is super, super amazing. So there's only great things to come from here, and you guys will all see me sooner than later.